I'm Drew McWeeny with HitFix.com. We want to talk a little bit today about Simon Kinberg's new deal with 20th Century Fox. Kinberg is the writer of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He has been heavily involved so far with the last couple of X-Men films, and he is one of the writers on Days of Future Past as well as a producer on the project. 20th Century Fox has now decided that they want to expand the rights that they have on both the Fantastic Four series and the X-Men series into larger universes, much like what Marvel is doing at Disney. It seems like every studio is chasing this right now, and Kinberg is a guy who finds himself right at the center of this frenzy. One of the things that he's doing right now is working at Walt Disney with Lucasfilm on the new Star Wars films. He's doing one of the spin-off movies both as a writer and a producer, and he's heavily involved with the show Star Wars Rebels. Kinberg has been there in the meetings with guys like Lawrence Kasdan and J.J. Abrams, helping to break the larger story of what they're going to be doing in this universe and how they're going to be doing it. That background should actually serve him well as he has to dig into the intellectual property rights that are tied up with both Fantastic Four and X-Men. It's a very complicated deal, and I think even Marvel and Fox are still figuring out who owns what. There was a recent moment on Guardians of the Galaxy where at the last moment, an alien race they wanted to use in the film turned out to be part of Fox's deal. It's got to be frustrating for them on the one hand, but for Fox, exciting to realize that they're the only studio that could do, for example, a Skrull-Kree war on film. Kinberg's job now is going to be to help to figure out specifically how do you unpack other characters that can create a larger world. This is being done all over town right now. We saw today the announcement that Paramount's Terminator series will also be taking place on television as well as through movies. And I feel like more and more companies are looking to push these two media together to tell stories across a larger canvas, and it all comes down to that brand loyalty that they're trying to instill. There are so few writers that studios trust with this kind of material that Kinberg is in a unique position here. He's done it for X-Men, he's doing it for Star Wars, he may be doing it for Fantastic Four. If he pulls this off, really the sky's the limit. This is what studios are looking for in the 21st century, is people that not just write, produce, direct, but who also manage these larger intellectual property farms of theirs. It is not a skill set that we've ever really had to see writers and producers deal with before, but it's becoming vital if you want to work in the studio system. Kinberg is one of the few guys right now doing it, and we're going to have our first look at how well he pulls it off when Days of Future Past hits this next summer. That's obviously setting up the 2016 just announced Age of Apocalypse that Fox is doing with X-Men, and it's just part of the bigger picture. Does this work? Can anybody besides Marvel pull it off? Only time will tell, but if there's anybody in a position to do it, right now, Kinberg's the guy. Thanks, I'm Drew McWeeny, and as always, you can find more about this on Motion Captured and at HitFix in general.
For breaking entertainment news and more, follow at HitFix on Twitter or visit HitFix.com.